All right, so on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our TensorFlow course, and we're still doing our validating and testing module. Let's have a look at what we went over today. Now, yesterday we did some printing. Well, we didn't do any printing. We did some compiling of code. So we're gonna do more of that today, but we're gonna do it in a different way. So let's pick up where we left off. One important note we should remember is we have to avoid data leaking from the training into the validation and the testing. So this means even when doing normalization and we're trying to adapt our normalizer to our data, we have to not use the validation and testing. We just have to use the training. So next we are going to use only the training set to adapt our normalizer to our data. From here, we have to modify the way we do our training. Let me go down a little bit. It's a glare on my laptop. Okay, and from here, we just have to specify that we have X train and Y train. Then our validation data is equal. And we have X val and Y val. We specify X val, Y val as our validation data. And then we have X train and Y train as our training data. Move down a little bit more. Okay, and note that when doing this with validation data, we actually specify X val and Y val, but there is another argument which is the validation split, where we just specify the fraction of the training data to be used as validation data. But for now, we'll use the method we have below. So this is how we're going to run it here. History equals model dot fit. X train, Y train, validation data equals X val, Y val. Epic still equal 100, reverse still equals 100. I'm going to take you over to the data set where we actually implemented that so I can show you. And you can see right here. And actually, we're going to run a history.history again so we can actually pick up what comes up after that. So and today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to make the screen a bit bigger so you can see exactly what it looks like when it compiles fully instead of a little screen window. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that going now. And of course, because of the size of the file, it will take a little bit to fire up. But once it does, we can walk through everything and I can show you what we're working with now. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. At least there's no music in the background to compete with, so I don't have to make sound if I don't want to. But tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Okay, any second now it should be compiling. It should be firing up for us to go through, and everything is still the same. It's gonna be the same as yesterday as far as the process. We do have to run through everything. Then our plots will pop up, and I'll open and close the plots, and then we'll go from there. Here we go. So now you can get a fuller look of the actual compiling process. It's running through all of the previous data. As you can see everything going through the screen. It's a lot. Wow, okay. And this isn't even halfway done yet. But yeah, we're gonna keep going through it. We're almost done. We're almost at 100 I see there. As soon as that's done, we should be able to go through our plots. Oh, after we do here we go now. Okay, so first plot should be coming up. Here it is. Let's get in the second plot should be coming up. Now we can finish compiling. And our new data should be popping up soon. I'll point it out to you. I actually already ran this and printed it out, but I just want to show you how it looks being run live so you guys can get a feel of what you're working with if you ever go through the process yourself. Okay, here is the new information coming. Now, I don't know if you can see just yet. It's moving so fast. We do have some extra values, but I'll point those out as soon as everything is done running and everything's done compiling. It is a beautiful day, at least. Okay, our epics are just about done running. Here's that. And that should be it there. So let me go ahead and make this screen smaller again so we can actually go back over to our validating and testing file so I can walk you through exactly what we went through. So what this is, with this new information, we did get back two new value sets. Let me see if I can get down to it and show you. If I can find my... Okay, so first here we have notice we have our loss values, we have our root mean squared error values. Now we have a value of loss, and we also have a root mean squared value. So now we have extra values added to our epics, and not only that, after we ran our epics again, we did another history as I showed you, and it did return back all of the values for all four of those categories that we have. So we have our loss here. Those are the values for loss. Let me get and find the RMSE for you so I can show you that one. Like I said, everything is so jumbled up, it's hard to spot right off the back, but here it is here. Here's our root mean squared error, and that starts these values here. And then we should have our... Let's see if I can find that. Here's our value loss. This starts here. These are those values here. And then we should have our... It's like, where's Waldo? And there is a pretty good glare on my laptop screen, so I can't spot right off the back what I'm looking for. The value root mean square error. Let me see if it's actually no, it should be here. Oh, here it is right here. Okay, there it is there. So again, that's what we went over today. We went over adding some extra characters or some extra inputs or parameters to the way we run our models, just to break things down or to get more clarification on what's being run and exactly what's being returned. And then we're able to graph that stuff out and actually print that stuff out. Now tomorrow we're going to focus on plotting it out, so you should be able to see us plotting this information out tomorrow. But we're going to do just this for now. And again, I'll keep you guys posted every step of the way as usual. And for now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.